All right, welcome back here to game 2 here. Hawks versus the Grizzlies. Freising taking the first game 7-6 in a last-minute nail-biter. Here leading off once again for the Freising Grizzlies will be Mara Sadler. Starting pitcher for the Tübingen Hawks will be number 31, Eula Helber. And first pitch is going to be dropped down to the bunt. Back to Eula. Throw is going to be high over the first baseman into right field. Mara is going to cruise into second base. Throw then goes into left field. She's going to stay there at second base, and she'll start off the game with a 2-base throwing error to lead it off. We'll bring up number 15, Veronica Listel. Veronica was 2 for 4 in the first game with a pair of singles in her last 2 at-bats. And she's going to try a bunt attempt. This one's going to be foul. Behind the plate here defensively, game 2 for the Hawks will be Anna Melina Muka. Moving the game 1 catcher Alyssa Laurie out to shortstop. Sarah Von Zeppelin at third base. Patricia Uribe at second base, Sina Van Zeppelin at first base. Veronica's going to sky this one into center field. Abigail Swearigan's going to be there to make the catch. Throw into third base will not be in time. Runner will tag, move into third base, but first out is made here in the top of the first inning. One out here will bring up number 13, Lioba Bisvas. She'll be catching here in game 2. Taken high for ball 2. Low in the dirt, ball 2. Correction, ball 3. And 4-pitch walk here for Lioba. Brings runners at first and third here with 1 out for Freising. Bring up the pitcher here in game 2, Fiona Brush. And again, ball's in the dirt. This one's going to kick off the catcher to first base. Runner from third will score. Runner from first will advance to second base. And just like that, Freising takes a 1-0 lead here in the first inning. Ball 2 misses high. Count goes to 3-1. And this ball's driven into left center field, hard line drive. That ball's going to go all the way to the fence. 1 run will score, and Fiona will have a stand-up double here in game 2. Freising goes up 2-0 here. Still just 1 out. Brings up the second baseman, number 32, Teresa Vanna. And she's going to watch the first pitch go high. Vanna had a pair of doubles here in the first game, both to left field. Count goes to 2-1 here. 2-1 pitch is fouled off the knob. Kind of started a check swing. Looked like the ball hit the knob, went to the backstop, so that'll be a foul ball. Count goes to 2-2. Two pitch goes high. The count goes full. Payoff pitch misses in the dirt low. Kicks off the catcher. Anna Moka is able to keep it in front, hold a runner at second base. But now with 1 out, Freising has runners on first and second. Bringing up number 8, Franca Broche, playing third base here in this game. And we're going to have an early meeting here from Coach Fabio in the pitching circle. First pitch called strike to Fiona Broche. Correction, Franca Broche. Throw back to second base. A little pickoff attempt back from the catcher, not in time. Kept in the infield by Patricia, though. Keeps the runners from advancing. Pitch just misses for ball 2. And this one's going to be in the dirt. Stopped at the feet by Anna Muka there. Another good stop by the catcher. Keeps the runners from advancing. I believe that one missed the equipment, though. Got her in the leg. I think she's feeling that one a bit. Umpire calls time here. Give her a minute. Franca Broche here playing third base here in game 2. She had a pair of doubles herself in game 1. 1 to left field and 1 to right field. And this one's going to be chopped towards shortstop. Laurie's there, makes the throw to third base, takes the force out there, getting the lead runner. Hawks now have 2 outs here in the first inning. Brings up the DP, number 11, Regina Guth here in game 2. First pitch is going to be fouled off down the third baseline. Oh, 1 pitch is foul tipped into the glove of Anamuka. Count goes to 0-2 here. And 0-2 pitch has hit a dribbler, just foul down the third baseline. Would have been an easy play if it stayed on the lawn, but just kind of kicks foul right at the last minute for Sarah Von Zeppelin down there, who was waiting on the bag just to field it and take the force out. Count will stay 0-2 here. We're going to have a pinch runner come in at first base. That'll be the last out. Leoba, who had scored earlier in the inning, actually, not the last out. She'll run at first base. Pitch will miss high for ball 1. One-two pitch is again hit down the third baseline. This time it stays fair, and Sarah Von Zeppelin fields the ball right on the bag for the third out of the inning. Not before Freising's able to jump out to a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first inning.
Bat, Fiona Von Kopp.
Back here, bottom of the first inning, leading off again for the Tübingen Hawks will be number 95, Fiona Von Kopp, playing right field this game, and she's going to come walk through that one for ball 1. Pitching again, starting pitcher here for Freising will be Fiona Brosch, and this one's going to be chopped towards the third baseman, able to make the easy throw across the infield for out number 1 here.
After that, Anna Muka.
Now with 1 out, we'll bring up Anna Melina Muka, catcher here for the Hawks in game 2. Starting off the At bat from the right side. And swung on, foul tipped into the glove of the catcher. Second pitch called ball, just missing inside. This one bounces in front of the plate, goes to the backstop for ball one. Correction, ball two. And misses again, low, gets by the catcher to the backstop. Count goes to 3-1. Payoff pitch will miss low in the dirt. Kicks away from the catcher on an eyeball in second base. She rounds first base hard, and she's going to get caught in the middle between first and second. Ball hits the ground. Throwback, run down here, sliding into second base, and she is going to be called out. Aggressive base running, trying to get something started here, but didn't quite work out for Anna Melina Muka. And the Hawks will have their second out of the inning here with nobody on base. Brings up the shortstop here in game two, number 25, Alyssa Laurie. Alyssa caught the first game for the Hawks. Catcher for the whole first game. Had 2 hits and a walk also in the first game. Takes pitch low for ball 2. Two old pitches in there for strike one. Count goes to 2-1. And 3-1 pitch misses for ball 4. So back-to-back walks, although we only have one runner on here. Still 2 outs, brings up the first baseman, number 22, Sina Van Zeppelin. Laurie with 3 stolen bases in the first game. We'll see if she goes here first pitch, and she does. And this time is going to be in there for her 4th stolen base of the day. So now with runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Pitch was called a ball on the first pitch to Sina. Sina also having 2 hits in the first game herself. And this one fouled back to the backstop for strike 1. 2-1 pitch is swung on, fouled off. Line drive down the right field side out of play. Count goes to 2-2 here with 2 outs and a runner on second base. And this one's chopped, just foul ball called down the first base line. This is about a meter outside of the first base line. First baseman's kind of playing on a line, so probably wouldn't have made it through if it would have been in fair territory, but count stays the same, 2-2. And this one chopped back to the pitcher off the glove. She drops it. Throw to first is in time. Third out is made. Hawks get 2 runners on base, but 1 caught stealing, trying to advance to second base. Not able to score any runs. Score stays 2-0 after the first inning here. All right, leading off here on the top of the second inning will be Laura Kruger. Laura did not play in the first game here, getting her first at bats here in the day. Here in the second game, so far this season is 2 for 6 with a .333 average. Has drawn 3 walks though in that time. And this one's going to be skied down the right field line and land just foul. This one bounced in for ball 2. And bounced in for ball 3. Count goes to 3-1. Pitch just misses for ball 4. Close 3-1 pitch, but Freising leads off the inning with a walk here. Has a runner on first base. Bring up number 3, Elizabeth Buchwald. Also didn't play in the first game. New batter. And she's going to kind of half square around for a bunt. Throw back to first base is not in time. Kruger is back at first base, diving back in there on the throwback from the catcher, Anamuka. Elizabeth Bookvog has a 250 average on the season. And again, the throwback to first base is not in time. That time Kruger only had about a step off the bag to get back. Elizabeth has 2 hits and a walk on the season, takes this one low. Elizabeth starting here in left field this game. Takes that pitch for a strike. Different outfield look here in game 2 for Freising, with Laura Kruger in center field and Elizabeth Bookvald in left field. And that's going to draw a second walk here in the inning. Ball 4. It's just like that. Freising has runners on first and second here with nobody out. That's going to draw a visit from the catcher, Anna Mook, out to the mound. All right, 2 consecutive walks brings up the leadoff batter, Mara Sander, who's going to kind of half attempt to square around, possibly showing bunt there on the first pitch, but takes it high for ball 1. Count goes to 2-0. And 2-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Count goes to 2-1 here with runners on first and second. Two 2-1 pitch, bounces. Mooka keeps it in front, holding the runners from advancing. Count goes to 3-1 here now. And ball 4 will sail over the catcher's head. Runners would advance anyway on the walk. Not able to get it there any farther. Ball sailed to the backstop. That's 3 consecutive walks here to start off the second inning. That'll bring a mound visit out, and it looks like a pitching change from Coach Fabio. And it looks like we're going to have Eula Helber move out to center field, and the center fielder, Abigail Swearigan, coming in to pitch.
New pitcher, Abigail Spagna.
All right, here, nobody out for Freising. The bases loaded here. Abigail Swearigan coming in the pitch. First pitch, this ball just misses the zone. Brings up number 15, Veronica Listel. She's at shortstop this game after playing center field in the first game. And second pitch is in there, even in the count at 1-1. And this pitch is going to be fouled up just out of play down the right field line for strike 2. Count goes to 1-2 here. One-two pitch is softly lined towards shortstop. Runner from third held up. Throw goes home, and the force out will be made at home. Tough read there on the runner from third base. Not sure if it's going to be caught in the air, but easy play made at the plate. So Hawks hold Freising from getting the run there with bases loaded on the ground ball to shortstop. Brings up number 13, Leoba Bizvas. Leoba drew a walk in her first plate appearance, and this one's driven hard out the center field. That's going to one-hop the fence. She's going to round first, hitting a second. 1 run scores, 2 run scores, and 3 run scores. That's going to be a base-clearing triple for Leoba Bizvas. And just like that, Freising is able to put up 3 more runs, making the score 5-0. Following that triple will bring up number 23, Fiona Broche, the pitcher here, again in game 2, and she'll take the first pitch low for ball 1. Fiona was 1 for 4 with an RBI in game 1. And drives this one softly into center field. That's going to fall short of the center fielder. Throw will go into second base, holding her to a single. But another run across the board for Freising, making the score 6-0.
At the bat, Teresa Vana.
Brings up the second baseman, number 32, Teresa Vana. And she's going to take the first pitch in there for a strike. Teresa had a strong first game, going 2 for 4 with 2 doubles, both in the left field in game 1. And takes strike 2. Count goes to 0-2 here. Pitch misses just low. Count goes to 2-2. And this one's driven into center field. That's going to be knocked down by Eula Helber, but the throw comes into second base, and she's going to be safe. Nice job by knocking it down off the glove, kept it in front. Runner had to hold up at first base. Good throw, might have had her at second base, but doesn't quite get there in time. Scoring decision calls that a hit. Next pitch is going to be hit to second base. Patricia throws it to second base. Throw to first base is in time, and the Hawks turn a double play to get out of the inning. That was number 8, Franca Broche, hitting to ground into the double play there to end the inning. But not before the Freising Grizzlies are able to extend the score out to 6-0 here in the second inning.
New pitcher, Emily Hart. Up to bat, Abigail Swearingen.
Leading off the bottom of the second inning here will be Abigail Swearingen, now pitching. Started the game in center field. She'll take the first pitch for ball 1. Second pitch misses in the dirt for ball 2. Couple defensive changes here. Number 22 will now be pitching for Freising. She comes into the game. Number 32 leaves the game, and that will be Teresa Vanna. Number 96 is now at first base. She comes in from left field. That'll be Laura Kruger at first base now. And this pitch misses well high back to the backstop. Count goes to 3-0. Pitching now will be number 22, Emily Hart. She has 4.1 innings pitched here on the season so far with an 8 ERA. Finds that 3-1 pitch in for strike 1, or 3-0 pitch in for strike 1, and this one's going to bounce in for ball 4. So Abigail Swearingen leads off the inning with a walk for the Hawks. And just like that, after one batter, we're going to have time called from the Freising dugout. And looks like a lineup card being handed off from the third baseman to the coach. And going to have a little meeting on the pitcher circle. So after the quick meeting there on the pitching circle, brings up number 3, Patricia Krempels-Uribe, the second baseman for the Hawks, and she's going to square around show bunt. Pitch is going to be well high for ball 1. Emily Hart, although only has 4.1 innings pitched on the season, she does have a win on the season. Mara Saunders has the other 3 for Freising. Uribe still showing bunt, pulls it back wisely for another ball. Count will now go to 3-0. And this pitch again will miss. So 2 consecutive walks here to lead off the inning for the Hawks. Now have runners on first and second. We'll bring up number 52, Sarah Von Zeppelin. Was a DP here in the first game. Now playing third base here in the second game. Sarah was 1 for 3, game 1. Had a base hit in the right field in her first at bat earlier today. We'll take that pitch for ball 1. And this one's going to be chopped back to the pitcher. Throw will go to third, but be in the dirt, thrown away at third base. So Sarah will reach on a fielder's choice throwing error by the pitcher, number 22. And just like that, the Hawks have bases loaded, nobody out. Bringing up number 31, Eula Helber.
Next up to bat, Eula Helba.
Helber now back in center field. Started the game pitching, now playing center field, her normal spot. And she will take the first pitch for strike 1. Second pitch misses well high. Count evens at 1-1. And bounces in for ball 2. Count goes to 2-1. And swung on and missed here. Count goes to 2-2. And this one's grounded back to the pitcher. Fields it, throws home in time. Throw to first, also in time. Double play is made. Patricia rounds third base and will actually slide in. So on a ground ball back to the pitcher, Patricia Uribe is able to score from second base, although Freising is able to turn the double play and get 2 outs.
Next up to bat, Sophia Reinish.
Following that 1-2-3 double play, we'll bring up number 14, Sophia Reinish, who check swings on the first one and fouls it straight back. Reinish still looking for her first hit on the day. Was 0 for in the first game. Second pitch is in the dirt and kicks away from the catcher. Sarah Von Zeppelin will advance from second to third base. And fouled off down the left field side. Count goes to 2-2 with 2 outs here. Sarah Von Zeppelin on third base for the Hawks. And fouled off again. Count stays 2-2. And misses low for ball 4.
Fiona Von Kopp.
So that walk will turn the lineup over for number 95, Fiona Von Kopf. Fiona grounded out to third base, her first at bat here in game 2. Grounded out twice in game 1, but also drew a walk as well. And again, we're going to have time called by the coach from Freising, and it looks we're going to have a pitching change here. So Emily Hart will be out at least. It looks like we're going to have number 23 again coming back in to pitch. 23 being Fiona Broche again, coming back into the pitcher circle.
New pitcher for Fiona Broche.
All right, back here with it'll be a 1-0 count on Fiona Van Karf, bringing back in the starting pitcher again, number 23, Fiona Broche. Number 22, Emily Hart, will stay in the game and move to right field. So it's just going to be a pitcher right fielder switch on this time with the 1-0 count. And swung on and missed. Count evens 1-1. And this one's driven into left field. That's going to score a run. Sarah Von Zeppelin will cross home plate for the second run for the Hawks. And just like that, Fiona Von Kopp gets her first hit this season with the Hawks.
Next up at bat, Anna Muka.
Now with 2 outs and runners on first and second, we'll bring up Anna Melina Muka. Muka drew a walk in her first at bat here in game 2. Was 1 for 4 in game 1. She had that nice push bunt hit towards third base, her first at bat in game 1. Again, starting from the right side here. And takes the first pitch high for ball 1. This is low in the dirt for ball 2. Count goes to 2-0. And misses high, ball 3. Count goes to 3-1 here. And ball 4. So just like that, with 2 outs, the Hawks have the bases loaded here, bringing up one of the better hitters with Alyssa Laurie. And quickly calling time. We're going to have a runner switch here with Eula Helber coming in to run for Anna Mook at first base. Quick chat from Coach Fabio with Alyssa. Alyssa drew a walk in her first at bat here in game 2. And takes the first pitch at the top of the zone for strike 1. And this one's going to be chopped foul down the third base line, just past Coach Fabio. The count will go to 0-2 here. Two pitch misses high. Count goes to 1-2. And misses low for ball 2. Two pitch now here with Sophia Reinisch leading off third. We got Eula Helber leading off second. And this one's flown into right field. Right fielder's going to come in and make the catch. That's going to be Emily Hart out there, just leaving the mound. Freising gets out of the inning, but not before the Hawks are able to put up 2 runs, shortening the lead down. Now 6-2, moving on to the third inning here.
Regina Gut.
All right, top of the third here now. Leading off for Freising will be Regina Guth, the DP, number 11. grounded out to third base on a fielder's choice in her first at bat. This one's going to be swung on, lifted into left field, and that's going to be made by number 13, Sophia Reinisch, out in left field for the Hawks. So Hawks get the first out here on 2 pitches. Brings up number 96, Laura Kruger, center fielder. She drew a walk in her first at bat. And first pitch is going to be taken for a strike. And swung on and missed for strike 2. This one's taken in the dirt for ball 1. Laura on the season is 1 for 3. Has drawn 3 walks though as well. And this one's lifted into right field, and that will be caught out in right field for the second out of the inning. Catch made by Fiona Van Kopf.
Elizabeth Buchwald.
So 2 flyouts here will bring up Elizabeth Buchwald, the left fielder for Freising. Also drew a walk in her first at bat. Coming into this game, she was 2 for 8 on the season. And this one foul tip back to the backstop for strike 2. This one skied into left center field. Eula Helber will settle under it, and 3 consecutive flyouts get the Hawks through the top of the 3rd inning. No runs, no hits. Freising goes down 1-2-3 with flyouts around the entire outfield.
Up to bat, Sina von Zeppelin.
Leading off the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Hawks will be Sina von Zeppelin, playing first base here in game 2. Pitch chopped on the first base, takes a tough hop, hits off the first baseman's foot and kicks past the base in the foul ground. But that will go down as a potential base hit. Took a tough hop. Would have been a tough play for the first baseman.
Off the bat, Abigail Swearingen.
Scoring decision puts that down as an error on the first baseman. But anyway, Cena gets on base to lead off the inning, brings up number 29, Abigail Swearingen. Throw back to first base, not in time on Cena here. Fouled off on the right field side here for Swearingen. Count goes to Count goes to 1-2. And this one's chopped towards the shortstop. Throw to second base is in time. Throw to first base is not in time. Gets away from the first baseman. Swearingen is going to take off to second, sliding into second. She will be safe at second base. So it's fielder's choice out made at second base, but the Hawks still advance the runner
Up the bat, Patricia
to second base.
Uribe.
Brings up number 3, Patricia Krempel Uribe. And Uribe lines this one to shortstop, caught by the shortstop and almost in a diving attempt, leading her towards second base, but Swearingen is able to avoid the tag and getting back into second base to avoid the double play there. So now with 2 outs, brings up Sarah Van Zeppelin with Swearingen on second base. Called strike on Sarah Van Zeppelin. Chopper towards shortstop, throw to first base, is in the dirt, gets away from the first baseman. Sarah will be safe on the throwing error from the shortstop. Abigail Swearingen will move up to third base, and the Hawks will have runners on first and second. And it looks like we're going to have a runner come in to first base for the Hawks. Pinch runner coming in for Sarah Van Zeppelin will be Laura Schrem at first base now, number 21. Brings up number 31, Eula Helber, the center fielder, here with 2 outs, and she's going to take the first pitch for a strike. Second pitch misses low. Count evens at 1-1. Second pitch gets away from the catcher. Runner from third will advance. Sliding in is Swearigan going into home. She'll be safe. Throw to third from Schramm. Schramm rounds second base, heads into third, and she'll be safe as well as the third baseman dropped the ball. Would have been a close play. Anyway, the Hawks are able to score a run, and then Laura Schramm from first base advances to third base here. Still 2 outs. Eula Helber fouls this one off down the right field side. I believe that evens the count at 2-2 here. And this one is flown towards the first baseman, able to make this play to get through the inning, but not before the Hawks were able to add one more, cutting the lead down to 3. Freising now leads 6-3 after 3 innings.
Up to bat, Mara Sadna.
Back in the top of the 4th inning here. Freising has the top of the order up with Mara Saunders, number 35, who fouls this one off down out of play on the right field side. Count goes to 0-2. Mara's reached on an error and walked here in game 2. And this one chopped foul down the third baseline to the new third baseman, Patricia Krempels-Uribe, now at third base. A couple defensive changes here. Defensively for the Hawks, we have position 9, that's Fiona Van Karp moving to second base as this one's lined into left center field off the glove of Eula Helper. Throw into second base is not in time, getting by Fiona Van Koff at second base, backed up by Sina Van Zeppelin.
Up to bat,
So we'll wait for the scoring decision on that one. We got number 21 now in right field. That is Laura Schramm, who came in to run for Sarah Von Zeppelin. In right field, Fiona Van Koff on second base, and Patricia Uribe at third base. As the first pitch to Veronica List is a called strike. Number 15. And this one is chopped to third base. Patricia checks the runner. Runner will advance on the throw. Lori there not in time on the throw back to third base, but called out at first base will be Veronica. So that'll go down as a 5-3 putout and the first out of the inning for the Hawks, bringing up number 13, Leoba Bisvas. This one's going to be lined into right center field and past the diving second baseman of Fiona Van Karp. That's going to go down as a single and an RBI for Leoba Bisvas, extending the lead now to 7-4. Bringing up number 23, Fiona Broche. First pitch to Fiona is called strike. Hanamuka behind the plate, checking the runner at first base, but no throw made. And this one chopped to Patricia at third base. Throw to second base is in time. Throw to first base is sailed well over into the fence along the right field side. Runner is not able to advance. Fiona will stay at first base on the fielder's choice to third base. So now with 2 outs, runner on first base will bring up number 32, Teresa Vanna. First pitch taken high for ball 1 from Teresa Vanna. She singled into center field her last at bat. First at bat, she drew a walk. Pair of doubles in game 1, going 2 for 4 as she fouls this one back. And fouled back again. One, two the count here with 2 outs. Runner on first. And pitch misses outside. Runner goes. Throw is sailed into center field. A little late coverage there on the middle infield from the Hawks, but probably would have been a stolen base anyway. So now with 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Leoba moves up to second base. Count goes to 2-2 on Teresa Vanna. And she is going to take the hit by pitch, called hit by pitch by the home plate umpire. Looks like Teresa Vanna wasn't really sure, but the hit by pitch is called. Coach Fabio from the Hawks is going to come out and ask on that one. Sometimes it's questionable when the batter doesn't know it hits them. Quick meeting on the pitcher circle here from the Hawks as well. Looks like no argument or check will be made from the home plate umpire. There definitely was a clear sound made, but whether it hit Teresa or her bat is in question. But needless to say, will go down as a hit by pitch and bring up Franca Broche. And she's going to hit this one back to Abigail Swearigan, who knocks it down. Hard hit ball, knocks it down, and then kicks it. That'll go down as an infield single.
Off the bat, Regina Guth.
Infield single now with 2 outs to bring up Regina Guth. Bases loaded as well. And she's going to sky this one into right field. Laura Schramm coming in, making the catch. Fiona Van Kopf colliding with her in shallow right field. Schramm is going to stay down here. She made the catch. Ball is in her glove. Catch was made, but contact was made after the catch. And we're going to have to wait and check and see how she is doing. But the Hawks are able to get the 3rd out of the inning, get through the inning. Score stands at 7.
Off the bat, Sophia Reinisch.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Hawks will be Sophia Reinisch. Reinisch drew a walk in her first at bat for the Hawks. Couple defensive changes here again for Freising. We'll now have number 35 pitching, so that is the shortstop coming in to pitch. Third baseman will move to shortstop. The left fielder moves into the DP position, and the DP position will move to third base. Oh-2 pitch to Reinisch, misses just high and outside. Count now goes to 1-2. Correction on the score earlier. The score is now 7-3 for Freising, not 7-4. And this one's fouled back. Count stays the same. And And swung on foul tip, but into the catcher's glove. That'll go down as a strikeout for Sophia Reitner.
At the bat, Fiona Von Kopp.
That will turn the lineup over to bring up now the second baseman, Fiona Von Kopp, number 95. She singled into left field on her last at bat. Be the third time through the lineup here in Game 2 for the Hawks. One 0 pitch is swung on and missed. Count evens 1-1. This one's chopped towards the second base side. Outreaching second baseman is able to make the play, flip it to first base to get the first out of the inning here for the Grizzlies. Second out of the inning, correction. Brings up the catcher, Anna Melina Muka, who has walked this second game. Walks in both her first and second plate appearances. Takes the second pitch high for ball 2. And low for ball 3. So after 2 walks in her first 2 plate appearances, now goes to 3-0 here in her third plate appearance. And late strike call for the count to go 3-1. Could have been a little low. And called strike 2 here. Count goes full now. 2 outs and a 3-2 count. And this one is skied on the left side of the infield. Shortstop's going to call it, and catch will be made.
Kruger.
Leading off the top of the 5th inning here will be number 96, Laura Kruger. Kruger drew a walk in her first at bat and flew out to right field in her last at bat. And this time is going to sky it to right field again, and this will land just inside the line. She's going to round first, head into second, and she will stop there with a stand-up double to lead off the top of the 5th inning here for Freising.
Elizabeth Buchwald.
Bring up number 3, Elizabeth Buchwald. And 2-0 pitch is called a strike on Buchwald. She drew a walk in her first at bat and flew out to center field in bat number 2 here in game 2. And this one is sky towards shortstop. Alyssa Lori sandals under it and makes the catch.
Bat Mara Stadler.
And that is the first out for the Hawks here in the top of the 5th. And that'll turn over the lineup, bringing up number 35, Mara Sandler. Sandler doubled into center field in her last at bat. And this time drives one into left field. Left fielder fields it, keeps it in front. Throw goes to third base. Sandler rounds first, heads to second, and she's going to be safe on the tag. High tag at second base. Ball beat her there in time, but tag was high up on the arms of the sliding Mara into second base, so that should go down possibly as a double there, moving runners to second and third. Good heads-up base running there by the leadoff batter, Mara Sandler. And this ball is going to get past the catcher of Muka. Throw it to the plate is not in time, and Freising is able to put up another run, making it 8-3. Both runners advance. Sandler will move to third base. Still just one out here for the Hawks. Swung on, foul tipped, and caught by Muka there. Veronica looking for her first hit here in game 2. Has flown out, ground out, and hit into a fielder's choice. This one's going to be taken high. Grounded out to third base a pair of times in the first game, but then followed it up by 2 singles in her last 2 at-bats. And this ball is going to get by Muka again. Throw to the plate, not in time, over the pitcher's head. And Freising tacks on another run, making it 9-3 now in the 5th. So after that pitch, it looks like we're going to have a change here defensively for the Hawks. Alyssa Laurie runs in from shortstop. Looks like she's going to possibly put on the gear and go to catch. And that would move Anna Muka to shortstop. Possibly a shortstop catcher switch here. We'll get confirmation here in a second here from home plate umpire.
Tübingen 2 geht auf 6. 6 geht auf 2.
And that will be a shortstop catcher change. All right, back in it here after the defensive switch for the Hawks. We got a 3-1 count on Veronica Listel, and then that will be a quick ball 4 here, putting a runner on first base. Bring up number 13, Leoba Bisfus. Hawks have failed to get her out here in the second game, walking, tripling, and singling in her last at bat. And she will take the first pitch. Oh, man. Still attempt there. Safe into second base will be Veronica. The throw from the catcher nearly took out the pitcher, Abigail Swearigan. She was able to get her glove up in time. Tried to duck under the throw, but the throw was right at her. This one's drove right back past the pitcher into center field. Throw will be thrown again, this time to the cutoff, but not before Leoba is able to advance to second base. So it'll be a single RBI there with Leoba. Into center field. And another line drive. This one into right center field. That's going to split the gap a little bit. Runner from second will score. Throw to into second base. Trying to catch the runner. Advancing to second base will be in time. Hawks get the out at second base. Fiona being called out there. Out by 3 steps, but not before Freising is able to put up another run, making the score 11-3 here. First pitch to number 32, Teresa Vanna, will be a called strike. Also hasn't got out this second game, drawing a walk in her first bat singling in her second at bat and being hit by a pitch in her last at bat. And this one is driven hard into left field. That's going to clear the head of the left fielder for the Hawks. She's going to round first, heading into second for a stand-up double. Throw goes into third base. And Freising is able to keep the rally going here with 2 outs.
Up the bat, Franca Brush.
Brings up number 8, Franca Brosch. And she's going to lift this one into right center field. Laura Schramm's going to settle under it, make the catch for the 3rd out. Not before the Grizzlies are able to put quite a few runs across the board, bringing the score now to 11-3 after the top of the 5th inning.
Up the bat, Alyssa Laurie.
All right, leading off the bottom of the 5th inning will be Alyssa Laurie. Now coming in to catch in that last half inning. Was at shortstop the rest of the game here. Laurie walked in her first at bat and flew out to right field in her second at bat here in game 2. It's 2 for 4 in game 1. And taking that one for a called strike. Count goes to 1-1. Correction, 2 for 3 in the first game. She had 2 hits and a walk. This one's going to be skied out to left field. Diving attempt made by the left fielder. Hits off of her glove. Full stretch dive forward. Not able. That'll go down as a single for Alyssa Laurie.
Up the bat, Sheena Von Zeppelin.
And Laurie's going to take off. First pitch sliding into second base. She's going to be safe in there again. She is yet to be thrown out today, stealing nearly every attempt she gets on base here. Hawks need that run too as well here with Sheena Von Zeppelin up to the plate. And Sheena lifts this one down the right field line. That's going to drop foul. Sheena reached on an error in her last plate appearance. This pitch is lifted towards the right side again. That's going to be deep enough for the right fielder to make the catch. Not able to tag is Alyssa Laurie at second base. Hawks get their first out here. Bringing up the pitcher, Abigail Swearigan. She's had a walk and a fielder's choice here in game 2. Did have a base hit out in the right field in the first game, and she's going to take this first pitch high for ball 1. Hawks need 2 runs here in this 5th inning to keep the game going. And Swergen takes a good, healthy hack at that one. Fouls it straight back to the backstop. And this one's drove to the right side. Hard hit ball. Nice play from the second baseman off to her left side. Able to keep the ball in the infield, flip it to first base for the second out of the inning.
After that, Patricia Uribe.
That'll move Alyssa Laurie from second base to third base, but also adds the second out of the inning here for the Hawks, bringing up Patricia Uribe to the plate. First pitch is fouled off. Count goes 0-1. Patricia had a nice hard hit line drive straight at the shortstop in her last at bat. And this one's fouled back straight out of play. Oh, 2 pitch misses low and inside. And swung on and missed. Called for strike 3. Uribe goes down on strikes. And that will end the game here with the 7-run rule limit kicking in after the 5th inning. So the Hawks drop game 2 here, losing both to the Freising Grizzlies. Freising moves up to 6-0, and Tübingen moves to 2-8 on the season. Good games played here. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm Josh Wyan on the broadcast here with Leo Burr on the cameras and the scoreboard. And we appreciate y'all listening in, and I hope everybody has a good rest of the day. And we'll see you next time here with the Hawks softball team.